this day. Not how I planned at all, and this is supposed to be a what I eat in a day video. Good morning. I probably look really ridiculous right now. I've been having a really rough go at trying to vlog. So it's Tuesday right now, and I usually only try to do vlogging on Thursday, but it's just not been going good. I've lost some footage that I really liked. Then some other footage wouldn't download onto my computer. So I'm just gonna do a random vlog on Tuesday. I've been trying to do a weekly update on my weight loss, but like I said, it just has not been going well. So week one, I'll just kind of do a quick update. Week one, I lost 4 pounds, so I was 157 at weigh-in for my first time. I lost to 153, and then I kind of struggled and had a really bad day, so I cheated and went off my keto diet. So it took me a while, but I did lose my pound, so I was 151.8, and now this morning I am 150.4. So if I can just maintain this weight by Thursday, I should make weight. Like I said, if you didn't watch my first vlog, I do a weight loss competition with my cousin. We each have to lose a certain amount each week. If we don't, we have to basically pay the other person. If we make weight, we pay ourselves $5 to go towards something that we really want. If we don't make weight, we pay the other person $10. And then if we both don't make weight, then we have to either pay like our children or something like that, charity, whatever. So neither of us have lost. I'm gonna get coffee. I still haven't figured out about the fasting and breaking my fast with coffee, but Charlie was up at 11:30, 2:30, and 4:30, and then 7:30. So I'm exhausted and I need coffee. Sorry, not 7:30, 6:30. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cold brew started. So I have my batch of cold brew, and I'm gonna just get this transferred into another mason jar and then pour me a cup because I really need it. So there is my cold brew. I'm gonna get a glass down, and the funny thing is I legitimately we lived in this house, I think this will be coming on 6 years. This is my first time I've had an ice machine in the 6 years that I've been here. It's 5 going on 6. Okay, I got it. So I am doing a new thing with my coffee, or not a new thing, but a different thing. I was using hopefully I have my camera. I was using the Nestle Coffee Mate plant-based creamer. Not getting enough fat, I think, in the day, and I'm really not losing the weight. I mean, I'm losing weight and I'm getting my weight each week, but it's like a really hard struggle. I've started working out with my friend Marissa, and I'm pushing myself because I'm dedicated and I'm really wanting to lose the weight this time around. So I'm really not losing it as fast as I did the first time. So I'm not sure. I think I get a little bit too much protein in the day and a little too less of fat. So I'm gonna start using heavy cream again in my coffee and seeing if that kind of helps. Again, I don't know with the calories. I've read somewhere that if you don't go over 50 calories, you're okay for not breaking your fast. I don't know if that's true, but I'm gonna go for that for a little bit and see how it goes, because I just really need coffee, and I haven't gotten to black coffee. I'm really close. I only need like a half a tablespoon of cream in my thing, so I'm almost there, and I could probably start doing black coffee soon. or I'm gonna try to figure out how to do like the keto butter coffee for iced, because I don't like hot coffee at all. It hurts my stomach. I don't know what the difference is. I think it's because like the acidity, it's like way more acidic. So this is my all-time favorite coffee syrup so far, or up to date. I also like the Tirani or whatever, sugar-free salted caramel, but I love the cinnamon dolce from Starbucks. So I'm gonna just add it seems like a lot, but I put 4 pumps in, and I don't think that's a lot because I still with 4 pumps can't taste it, and at Starbucks when I go I can taste it, so I don't know how many pumps they put in, but like I can really taste it at Starbucks. And then obviously my cold brew, which turned out really good this time around. I didn't brew it as long either, but it's like really frothy on top, so I'm pretty pumped. I got a big glass today because this girl needs it. It's gonna be a struggle today, guys. It's gonna be a struggle. Okay. So here's my coffee. See, like in my opinion, it's like creamier than I need it to be. It's so good though. Yeah, so I'm gonna sip on this. I can't break my fast till anytime after 11, so it just depends on what time I want to break it. But last night I made the best meal I've had on keto yet, and I literally could eat 7 servings of it and only had 3 grams of carbs. I'm probably gonna do a video on them again because they're super easy, but I will warn you, if you don't like raw fish then you won't like this. But I made tuna poke lettuce cups, and oh my gosh, literally they were my favorite. I literally, it was my favorite meal I've made on keto yet, and it may be one of my like top 5 favorite meals I've ever made. Like I have leftovers, so I'm gonna do like a weird concoction that's probably not gonna look good at all for lunch, but yeah, like I said, one of these days I'll remake that meal. We pretty much want to eat that like once a week now because we both really like it. My husband just puts it over rice instead of a lettuce cup, and so we'll probably do that here soon. But yeah, amazing. I'm like, my mouth is watering. Okay, so it is almost noon and I have yet to eat yet. I'm trying not to show her face because like I said, we're not really keen on, we don't really want to show our kids on camera anymore, and I think I've mentioned that. So there's some things about me, like I try to be positive, but I have a lot of like just anxiety and stuff that I go through, and I'm trying not to, you know, break down here. But since baby girl has been born, we have just had a heck of a time with we've just had a heck of a time with her, just her little body. She was very unsettled, basically. Let's see, probably started getting really bad around 6 weeks. I couldn't breastfeed her, and then I started pumping exclusively. Hold on. Okay, she's in a swing right now, so I may have to get back up in a little bit. But we've been struggling with her stomach and just her screaming, and pretty much since about 6 weeks old. And I've told my doctors about 50 times that I think she has a dairy intolerance. I went so far as to stop eating dairy in my diet when she was still breastfeeding, and it wasn't working. I just really wasn't feeling like I was getting any help at all. I had researched it and just, I don't know, like something in my milk was just not gelling with her. I was pumping and I started to lose my supply. So we switched her to formula so I can catch up on my supply. And when we started her on I think it was just Enfamil newborn formula, she turned into this sweet and loving baby that we knew she was. Her bowels were a little better, but you know, still not great. They were still like mucousy, which I still believe she had a dairy intolerance. So I gave up pumping because I was putting in all this work and she just was not happy. I pumped until my supply naturally died, so I had about 130 ounces in our freezer. We started formula with her. Scarlett was formula fed because my milk supply never came in with Scarlett, so she was formula fed from birth. We did have a little bit of constipation issues with her, and right now she's not drinking cow's milk. She's drinking strictly plant-based milks because she has bad eczema. So I really 100% truly believe that my children both have some sort of milk intolerance, dairy intolerance, whatever. I have told my doctors this from day one, that I believe that Charlie has some sort of milk allergy, and they just have not helped me at all. Like, they just tell me, you know, it's probably colic, you know, the number one thing doctors tell you, it's colic, and there's just, I knew, like, I guess I describe it as colic, but I knew it wasn't colic because she didn't have normal bowels, it was just nothing. So we tried newborn formula for a while and she still was having mucousy poops. They were a little better than what we had on breast milk, so I switched her to Gentle Ease formula. And we also tried to reintroduce my breast milk in because I had 130 ounces. I didn't want to waste it. Like, it broke my heart that I had that much. She wouldn't even take it once I tried to reintroduce it, so we ended up throwing out 130 ounces, which for any mom that exclusively pumps, that sucks. Like, that was a really hard day. So anyways, I'm gonna try not to cry anymore. He threw away my breast milk because I didn't even know what to do with it. Like, obviously you could probably try to donate it, but if my daughter like was so repulsed off of it, my daughter, I didn't want to give it to somebody else's baby. Then maybe like 4 weeks ago, she started getting constipated. To like 4 or 5 days, just nothing. So we started her on like constipation ease, gripe water. We tried like pear juice, but she wouldn't even touch that. So I'm gonna try doing that in like a dropper, because she seems to take things through a dropper pretty well. We've tried everything, and again, I've called my doctor about 4 times about the constipation, and again, they will not, like, I tell them that I think she's allergic to milk and dairy or some sort of thing in cow's milk, and I asked if I could switch to goat's milk, if that would help, or soy formula or something, and they constantly just like throw that aside and try to fix the problem, which is fine, but that's not a permanent fix, because as soon as I stop the gripe water or whatever, she's constipated again. I don't want something that I have to implement into her schedule. I want a cure or just a complete overhaul. I know babies get constipated, but my child has been either, you know, mucousy poops or constipation since birth, and I want to fix it. So I called them again, and again they gave me the same dang, you know, story, and I'm just so fed up. I finally got a solid poop from her, but she's just so uncomfortable. She woke up, like I said, 4 times last night, and I know it was just from constipation. And I'm just tired. So, but anyways, I just wanted to explain that because I feel like if any moms have any advice of what I should do that maybe have like a baby like this that has like constipation issues or anything, please let me know what you did, because apparently my doctors don't want to help me. I mean, they're helping me, but not the way I want them to help me. I want to get her tested maybe. I'll be back. Okay, but I want to get her tested. I want to just get this figured out for her because we have been dealing with this. She's 5 months old and we've been dealing with this since she's 6 weeks. So I feel like a horrible mom. She's just constantly unhappy, and I know she's a smiley, happy baby, but she's dealing with all this pain, and I just want to help her. So again, I'm gonna attempt to get lunch, but I'm gonna deal with trying to get her situated. I think I've got her for the moment calmed down, so I'm gonna try to get me something to eat because I was gonna eat at 11 and it's now 12, so, and I'm really hungry. So hopefully I can get it. I'm gonna try to get, I have most of my ingredients already prepped, so that's awesome. So let me hurry and get that. Basically here is what was left from last night's dinner. It's just like a very small amount of marinated tuna. I've got a little bit of avocado left. That's kind of brown, but I'm just gonna use it up. Some sliced cucumbers and sliced jalapenos, some spicy mayo, and this is gonna sound really weird, but I think I'm just gonna put all of that on top of an egg. I don't, you know, like, I was gonna do a lettuce cup, but they don't fill me, so I think if I do it on top of an egg, it might be a little bit more filling. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cook my egg off of camera, and then I'll assemble it and show you what it is. Okay, so here's very random, and my daughter's crying again, so I'm gonna do this really quick. I got the fried eggs, 2 fried eggs, 4 slices of avocado, the tuna, jalapeno, cucumber, the spicy mayo, and wasabi mayo. It's crazy here today, but I'm gonna try to eat this while taking care of Charlie, and I will come back at some point today. But I just finally got Charlie down, hopefully for a nap. She pooped again, another huge poop, and she was not happy about it, but hopefully we got her to sleep. I do want to add on to this conversation that I am so extremely thankful for my 3-year-old. Hold on, I'm making her lunch. Her sausage was really sizzling. But I am so extremely thankful for my 3-year-old because she is the sweetest, most caring, thoughtful baby girl or big girl. I know, like, we had some issues with her when before turning 3, but having a baby sister has just made her amazing, and she's always been really independent, so she's very good at finding things to do when my attention is pretty much focused on Charlie, and I just feel like a horrible mom during the day because it's so hard to do single parenting during the day because obviously my husband's at work with a baby that just doesn't stop crying. And she's just such a good girl, and she's helpful. Oh no! She's helpful, and she always tries to make sure Sissy stops crying, and like I said, she takes care of herself, but I just feel so much guilt. She gets plenty of attention once my husband gets home because we're able to shift the load and help each other out. But during the day I do have a lot of mom guilt about that. But anyways, I'm gonna let that go because Charlie is good, and we're getting Scarlett her lunch now, and because she kind of eats whenever she asks. I don't know, baby, but I just computed in my lunch, and guys, it looked, probably to anybody who doesn't like sushi or raw fish, it looked gross, but it's so freaking good. So good. For my breakfast, I basically was 282 calories, 18 grams of protein, almost 2 grams of carbs, and 21 grams of fat. And I'm pretty full because there was a good amount of fat on there, so that should tide me over till probably dinner, since especially I had a late lunch. I'm still sipping on my pretty watered down coffee, but I'm gonna finish Scarlett's lunch up really quick. She just wants sausage and string cheese. She is still on cheese, but that's 90% of her diet is cheese, so I don't know how I would get rid of cheese, but she is transitioning off of cow's milk to drink, so just to add that in there, because I did say she was on no cow milk. Okay, so I kind of got started on dinner and forgot to pick up the camera, so right now I am sweating some onions, garlic, and coconut oil in a pan. I'm making keto chicken Alfredo basically, and I have heavy cream in here now, and I'm just gonna cook this until it boils. I'm using like a light boil. I'm using shirataki noodles. I found them in the the produce section where like the tofu is and stuff at Walmart, and they're pretty awesome. They're virtually no carbs. I'm adding salt and pepper here now, and they're super filling. I accidentally ate a double portion because I computed it wrong before I actually put it into Chronometer. I did math in my head, and I should know to never do that. And then I'm adding Parmesan cheese, and once that is added, you want to just stir it in to incorporate and make sure it melts, and that will thicken your Alfredo up a little bit. But anyways, I ended the day with 1,200 calories, 103 grams of protein, which is still way too high, and I can't figure out how to lower it, 11 net carbs, and 75 grams of fat. And then this particular meal, if you eat the correct amount of servings, unlike me, you will get 430 calories for the serving, 42 grams of protein, 3.8 grams of carbs, and then 24 grams of fat. So here are the shirataki noodles. They literally taste just like noodles, but they have like a little bit of a different texture, but I'm really weird with texture, and I love like different weird textures. I don't know, it's just me. But you just have to rinse them really good. They're already like soft, so you just have to warm them up basically, but you rinse them really good in water and then just add them to your dish. I really should have made sure like the excess water was completely off of it, because it did kind of water down my Alfredo a little bit, but it was still really good, and I highly recommend this. And apparently, since it's such high fat, it made me make my weight today, so super exciting. But we're just incorporating the sauce with the noodles. I'm trying to coat the noodles, but it does kind of fall off the noodles. It doesn't soak into them, but that might have been because of the excess water. And then I just had like about a pound of chicken roasting in the oven, and I heavily seasoned it with like Italian herbs, salt, pepper, red chili flakes, and then I just cut it and portioned it out for 2 portions, or 3 portions. Like I said, I should have been 4 servings what I did, but I only did 3 because I accidentally ate a double portion. But here is the finished dinner, and it was very good, and there was my husband's fingers. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. At night, I don't like talking to the camera because my husband's home and he makes me nervous to talk to the camera. But it's a much better morning here. Charlie only woke up twice, and one for like a 2-ounce bottle, and then at like 3:30, and then at 6:30. So much better. She's doing much better. She pooped about 4 times yesterday, so she's doing much better. So I just wanted to get on here and say that she was doing much better, and just kind of, I don't know, show that my life isn't horrible, because I know I did cry a little bit in the last footage. But look at this. It is insane. We have so much snow. My husband usually, and it's still snowing, my husband usually goes to work at like...
Christmas tree.
We don't have a Christmas tree.
Do right here
It's
downstairs.
I know, we're not gonna bring Christmas tree up just because it's snowing.
Yes, still is.
Scarlett, you talk to Daddy about that, okay?
It's not Daddy here.
Yeah, I know. He'll be back though. He's not gonna be gone for long today because he went in later. But anyways, he couldn't even leave to go to work until like, he usually goes in at like 5, and he couldn't even leave to work until 7:30ish. And then when he got to work, his work wasn't plowed out yet, so he had to wait at like a gas station until it got plowed out. And so he just clocked in like at 8:30, and he usually gets off by 2, so he has a really short day today, if they even make him stay, because like I said, it's still snowing and the roads are still crappy. Like the plows didn't come out at all until like 7 today, so it's a lot of freaking snow. It is buckets. I actually love snow. Like, this stuff makes me excited as long as I don't have to drive in it, or my husband doesn't have to drive in it, but he did, so. But anyways, I also wanted to get on here because I promised I wasn't going to get on the scale this morning, but I was kind of nervous because the dinner I made last night, I ate before I put it in Chronometer, and I ate too big of a portion, and I had a lot of calories, but I also had a lot of fat, so it was it was really good. You have cereal in there, baby. But I am in the 140s, and I literally about cried this morning when I got on the scale. It was 149.8. So tomorrow is weigh-in. I don't even know if I'm gonna vlog because, I mean, if I gain back 2 pounds by tomorrow, something's wrong. So that's my progress. Oh yeah. So that's my progress, and I'm so freaking excited that I'm in the 140s. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go because this video, I'm pretty sure, is super long. But if you want to continue to watch my weight loss journey, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Bye.
Bye!